Howdy y'all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play of Transport Fever 2 Free Mode Edition. In the previous episode, we expanded our rail network to connect to another city, Black Diamond City, as well as the town of Riverside, and operating our newly formed second express train. And in this episode, we're going to continue on expanding our rail network, as well as making a new express train that will basically go through Blue Water City straight into Riverside, that's basically bound for, wait for it, Javaburg. So let's basically get started. Speaking of which, we're making a good amount of cash, so we should be able to take off our loan, possibly in this episode. No catenary because we're not operating the electric locomotives so far. We'll turn this into this because it's only connecting some industries and not any other towns. We'll basically go up this way, do that, and I think we'll basically be able to do this. Ooh, that's gonna cost a lot. Well, thankfully our services will be able to basically make up for this construction cost. 3.17 billion dollars. Well, fortunately though, since we have a whole bunch of different types of traffic and service, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I mean, we already got a train to pick up coal, and we got a train to deliver water to the power plant. We got tobacco being delivered to the cigar factory. We got aluminum ore. Oh, we just had a brief moment of cash for just a moment. I think, let me see, which train is this one? Oh, Gold Ore train. This should earn us a little bit of extra cash because it's going to be a fast delivery. That is, if it basically can wait for the commuter train to pass through the tunnel. Okay, I don't know why the game just stopped time for a moment. Shouldn't be too much longer until we have more cash available. But once it's available, there we go. And then we will do the same to connect this. There we go. Now we have a new express route. Of course, we'll also have to set up a couple of commuter trains to service these towns as well. We'll probably get those done today. Plus, I already found the perfect locomotive design which will be used for the new express. This, the 10-wheeler, 62 miles an hour, but costs $4.07 million to buy. A little pricey, but, however, it's a perfect express engine. Let's see. We already have Express Train B, so we'll need to make Express Train C. It'll go for leave Javaburg, go for Ridgeland, Blue Water City, Riverside, and then into Black Diamond City, and then go through the same towns again on the return trip. Let's see. Riverside, you're going on track 1. Blue Water, you're going on track 1. Let's see. Riverside, you're going on track 2. And you're going to be Express Train C, which is going from Javaburg / Black Diamond City. Alright, we got it. With that all being taken care of, let's buy the equipment for the new service. Let's see. We'll get the 10-wheeler. And for passengers, of course, we'll need this because I'm pretty sure they were still being used at the time. Combination car, a couple of coaches, and an observation car. That's going to cost us about 54.5 million. Oh, yeah, this is going to basically take out a lot of money. But it will definitely be worth it once we get all this profit put into place. We'll put it to work on the new express service. So now, the express will basically be very much helpful with our new operations. Which also reminds me, we need to also get a bus service set up here in Blue Water City. Although these horse-drawn wagons are delivering in produce into town. Bus service C, so has to be... Oh, wait. I think I wanted to basically set up a trolley line here, I believe. Speaking of which, I gotta get rid of these trolley tracks here. Do that. Do that. No, not on that super steep section. We'll place down the bus depot, well, bus stops here and here. Here in the shopping district as well. And then the other ones up here. Alright. Let's see. Trolley route B. So, this will be known as trolley route C1 and 2. Trolley service C1? Yeah. And then, basically, the same route again, but in the opposite direction. Trolley service C2. Orange. Orange. Let's see. I'm gonna keep the electrified trolley lines up, just in case. So, until we get a new type of electric trolley, I'll have to basically use another one that has a good capacity. Speaking of which, ooh, there's some routes that are crossing over. I do not want that. Miller Street. That goes on to 1. And Miller Street goes on 2. Let's see, any other trolleys? Nope, it's good. I don't even have a passenger bus service here in this town either. I gotta fix that. This will be bus service D1 because this is gonna be served by 2 different bus services. Yellow and yellow. Let me see. I think we already have the stagecoach at one point. I might need to basically start replacing many of these aging ones with the new stagecoach design. Yeah. And get rid of those colors too. Buy those, get them coated yellow, and put them to work on the new service. Since this already covers quite a lot, it shouldn't basically have any problem with coverage. But that also reminds me, I also got to get started on transporting minerals for the steel production. Let's see. Try building an underpass road. But first, I'll have to basically delete. Well, make it deep. Oh, I'm not so sure if that's even possible. Actually, I think I'll probably have to build a fast bridge. Not ideal, but at least it'll keep the commuters going without stopping. That wasn't a very high bridge. That's a little too high. Still too high. Jeez, so difficult to find a good bridge height that doesn't look completely wacky. I guess this will do. And then we're just gonna basically, smooth out the ground here. And then attach this track to the main line. Once we get a much bigger freight design, we'll basically start transporting iron ore and then coal. Because the locomotives we have right now, they're not capable of handling we already used a lot of our designs already. And I don't want to have duplicates. So in hindsight, we're basically not going to transport any coal or iron ore to the steel mill, at least for a little while. All the while, let's basically see if there's anything else that I could improve on. I think we're okay with the ship still delivering copper ore, but I think I might need to basically expand that because this ship dock has over 300 units. Let's see, shipping route A, I think I'll just copy that. So that way, 600 units of copper ore can be delivered by, well, water. I could basically also build a bit of an inlet to connect to this lumber mill, transport logs there, and have it sail down to this machine factory, and steel can then be picked up here and taken to there. And let's see. I don't see any river. The only community that needs machinery is at Black Diamond City, based on the consumers. Well, actually, Woodsburg needs it too. Actually, the champagne factory that was supposed to close in the last episode actually is still there, so we still have plenty of time to transport grapes. But again, we are kind of lacking in the locomotive department. We used almost every type of engine we have so far, but soon enough, once some more better locomotives come in, we'll be replacing many of the aging designs with some more modern, faster ones, especially on the rolling stock they're being used to haul them. Speaking of which, $67 million, we're still basically trying to make out a lot of money, and oh, hang on. I'll need to change that. So if track 3 is blocked, then I can use track 4 to deliver the loads of sugarcane. Speaking of which, we're getting our waters loaded up, and we actually already made a profit on delivering it to the power plant. $2.28 million. All we're now waiting is for the coal delivery. Only 286 out of 900. Well, it's the first time loading up this particular mineral, so it shouldn't be too much. Speaking of which, hasn't made a profit, but now it's making its way towards the power plant. Once that coal is dropped off, we'll finally start producing electricity for the region. At about time, too. Let's see, how much money will this make? Oh, 15.3. Oh, the platforms are a little, the turnaround switches are a little too long. The train's a little too long for the switches. I'll have to basically redesign them. Will this work? Yeah, that will work a lot better. Okay, let's see. There's still plenty of sugar. Liquor is still being produced, though we need to deliver more barrels of alcohol. Longhorn's actually grown quite well. Let me see, what are the towns? Leamington has grown pretty well, too. Let's actually have a look at our statistics at the HQ. Our value actually has gone up pretty well. We're now at $341 million. Towns, population has gone up significantly compared to the population of 1880, which was 1,933 residents in all the towns. Now it's at 2,805 residents, along with plenty of work, shopping facilities, and jobs. The Klondike is now available. We might actually use that to transport the lumber. Let's see. Finances. Let's have a look. We've been making most of a profit. Let's see. We spent a little bit of we spent a lot of money on, well, investments. According to that, we spent most of it on new equipment from the previous year. That was basically for a new ship. But, however, we're still making a bit of profit from our ships, our railroads, and our road equipment. Plus, with the new ships, at least this ship can have a nice full load of copper to bring down, and the copper can still be picked up here. Speaking of which, I think I need to build a bit of a more storage space for the increase of deliveries of copper ore. Perfect. Now it can hold up to 475 units. Let's see. Anything else? Speaking of which, what about our new express? Whoa, 166 passengers? And this made over $8.97 million. And this train is gonna be booked. Seems like these new express trains are starting to basically make a name for themselves, along with train C3. Well, express train C. $160,000, that's pretty good. And, well, you look at that. No more loans. We have finally been able to basically not only pay off our loan, but I believe we basically have been able to not go over a $500 million loan limit. Though, we're not so sure if that's going to be the case in the future, because some equipment might get more expensive over time, but I would like to say that that particular task, not going over my $500 million limit, has been achieved. So that task out of the way, now we got 9 more to complete. We're still transporting a lot of freight, a lot of passengers. Let's see. We'll be basically getting some new equipment in just a few moments or so. The power plant is still doing pretty well, but it will need more coal to keep production going. Because once we'll finally start delivering slag from the power plant, we'll start basically be utilizing that commodity. Speaking of which, loading speed 99. Ooh. Guess I'll have to modify it. There we go. Doesn't hold 900 units of coal, but at least, however, it basically fits into the platform. Okay, it's transporting 100 units, but I think this coal mine could basically produce a little more coal. Let's see. Blue Water City is doing pretty well. Even the old-timey horse-drawn trolleys are making a profit. And our deliveries of fruit are still coming into town, which Blue Water desperately needs. Alright. Let's see, what else? We could start delivering alcoholic barrels to Ridgeland, but I'm waiting for a newer set of locomotives to handle that particular traffic. Which means eventually we'll have to expand this platform here at the brewery. Let's see. There's still the calcium carbonate that's used to make cement, fuel refinery and the lumber mill at Leamington. There's the grain farm at Javaburg, which I think I could possibly use to pick up grain and deliver to the food processing plant there. Because again, I'm only planning to serve at least one of every industry and transport one of each type of commodity. Let's see. Let's have a look at the charts. We had a lot of these passengers loaded in 1891, but most of them have been unloaded this year. We'll need to fix that trend. If more people use this, we need to make sure a lot of people use my transports more than coming off of my transports. Let's see. Express Train B has 117 people traveling at a nice 73.5 miles an hour. This is going to be a very profitable service. I might as well get ready to basically upgrade it with a newer locomotive in the not too distant future, one that's able to handle this velocity on the main line. We might be able to get one in the coming few years or so. But for now, I think we'll be ready to reach an ending point. As once this train makes this end, I think by the time this train hits the end of the line, which is at Black Diamond City, we'll basically, well actually, we're now turning over a chapter in life. Gone is the 19th century, and here comes the 20th century. So we got some new vehicles, we got the Mack Bucks, the Vandal ship, the 1900 era Manx electric trolley cars. We also got the newly redesigned boxcars, a new type of caboose, a new gondola. We also now have a stock car, which we can finally start transporting livestock. We got also a 6-axle Pullman passenger car, and a flat car with side stakes, and a tanker. So, with that being said, we got a lot of work to do to get this equipment modified, and to finally start transporting livestock. So, if you would enjoy this episode of my Let's Play Transport Fever 2, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new video uploads every Friday or Saturday, depending on my on-site schedule. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!